Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kim Zolciak-Biermann sheds new light on an iconic RHOA moment. Kim also shared an update on her finances and selling her Atlanta home while she visited her daughter Ariana. Kim Zolciak-Biermann is known for many things as an OG peach holder, including her signature blonde wigs, her relationship with a man known only as Big Papa, and her music career that featured the one-hit wonder Tardy for the Party. But it turns out that Peach didn't fall far from the tree when it comes to her daughter, Ariana Biermann. "I'm really excited having my own things come to fruition," Ariana told her mom on episode 6 of Next Gen NYC, as she updated Kim on developing her own fashion line. But there was just one problem: Ariana's pronunciation of fruition. "I pronounced it Floridition for a very long time, and nobody corrected me," Ariana admitted to her boyfriend, Hudson McElroy, and her mother. "Dumbass." That prompted Kim to recall her own spelling mishap, made famous on the debut season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. "Well, just like when I was spelling cat K-A-T, like, I'm not an idiot." On RHOA Season 1, Episode 5, Kim met with a record producer and Sherry Whitfield to discuss trying to break into the music business. She had just recently met with a woman named Miss Jan, who told her that even if she's not knowledgeable on music, she could still learn the ropes. She's like, "When you were born? What's 2 plus 2, Kim?" "I said 4, Kim told the table. "How do you spell cat?" "I said K-A-T. She's like, "Did you know that when you were 2? Despite misspelling the word cat, Kim continued on with her story and didn't miss a beat. Sherry, however, visibly startled when the letter K was mentioned, and even had one of the earliest moments of breaking the fourth wall on Bravo when she glanced at the cameras and producers to see if they also clocked the spelling error. Suffice to say, the entire moment instantly became iconic. When Kim visited Ariana and Hudson's new Soho apartment on the July 8 episode of Next Gen NYC, she and Ariana caught up on what was happening with the Biermann family in light of Kroy Biermann and Kim's divorce. Kim, for her part, shared that her and Kroy's former Atlanta home was appraised at $5.5 million, and asked Hudson and Ariana to pray for a buyer. The house ended up selling for $2.75 million in January 2025. Elsewhere, Ariana opened up about her and Kim's tumultuous relationship. "My mom is trying to keep up with the bills that are coming from this house that they're trying to sell," Ariana confessed. "Sometimes she asks me for help. But my mom asking me for this puts me in such a tough spot. Because she's plenty capable of making her own money," Hudson added. Hudson and Ariana previously fought over Ariana sending money to her parents on the Next Gen NYC premiere, and Ariana alleged Kim and Kroy took her money she'd made as a teenager. "My dad told me and my sister, 'You have no money.' I was doing all of these brand deals. I thought I was coming up in my life, but in reality, I guess I wasn't," Ariana added on the July 8 episode. The act upset Hudson. "I remember asking you, why don't you have your own bank account, your debit card set up? One day you think you have hundreds of thousands of dollars. The next day, you have nothing," he told Ariana. Hudson encouraged Ariana to create that balance between money and relationship with her mother so that she didn't end up paying all of the bills, but admitted he wasn't planning to confront Kim in person. "As much as it upsets me, and I want to say something, I'm not going to go and disrespect her dad or disrespect her mom. Because the choices that they made, they're adults," he said. In the grand hall of reality television history, few franchises have stirred the pot quite like The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And among its sparkling cast of Southern belles, one name continues to glitter like a pink solo cup full of Chardonnay: Kim Zolciak-Biermann. Known for her big wigs, even bigger personality, and unfiltered honesty, Kim has etched her name into the Bravoverse with unforgettable one-liners, roller coaster friendships, and musical detours. But recently, The tardy for the party singer did something fans didn't see coming. She looked back. Sitting in a plush cream armchair during a RHOA, no-holds-barred interview on a reality TV retrospective podcast, Kim lit up when asked about one particular moment, that explosive season 1 reunion. "You know the one? Who's gonna check me, boo?" May have belonged to Cherie, but the heat between Kim and Nene? Unmatched. With a toss of her long platinum blonde hair and a signature glossy pout, Kim leaned forward and said, "You know, people still come up to me at the airport, in Target, even at my kids' school events," quoting that reunion. "But there's a lot people didn't see, a lot I didn't even realize at the time." For years, fans believed the tension between Kim and Nene leaks was all about the chaos of the tardy for the party single, accusations of betrayal, and the emotional rawness of women navigating fame in real time. But Kim revealed there was more bubbling beneath that reality TV surface, something deeply personal. It wasn't just about a song, Kim confessed. It was about feeling alone in a space that was new, intimidating, and frankly, a little toxic. "Neen and I had a connection in the beginning. We laughed a lot. We had fun, but when the cameras turned on, so did this competitive energy. And I didn't know how to handle that. I'm not proud of everything I said back then, but I also wasn't entirely seen for who I was." Kim described walking into that season 1 reunion as a bundle of nerves. "I was wearing this black dress, way too tight, and sweating bullets," she laughed. "My heart was pounding. I had my nails done, my wig freshly styled, and I remember thinking, this is going to be the day it all blows up. And it did. But what fans never saw," she says, "was what happened after the cameras stopped rolling. Nene and I had a moment backstage," Kim revealed. "We were both crying, yeah, even Nene, and we hugged. For just a second, we weren't reality stars. We were two women who had gotten caught up in something bigger than both of us." She paused, eyes misting a bit. "That moment meant something to me, and I don't think we ever quite recovered from it because we didn't know how to be vulnerable in front of the world." Kim admitted that the drama may have made for good TV, but it left lasting bruises. "It changed the way I trusted people. I started to build walls. And I think that's why I leaned so hard into my family. My kids, my own spin-off show. I needed a safe space." But even with the scars, Kim doesn't regret her time on RHOA. In fact, she says she's grateful for it. "That show gave me a platform. It gave me a voice. And let's be honest, it gave me wigs, honey," she joked, tugging playfully at her current icy blonde look. Would I have dropped a country pop single without Housewives? Probably not. Would anyone have bought it? Definitely not. Kim also opened up about her infamous line, "Don't be tardy for the party," and how it became something more than a track. People don't realize it started as a joke, just something silly, but it became a mantra, a brand, and later, a way for me to remind myself, show up, be present, even when it's messy, especially when it's messy. She went on to reflect on her complicated friendship with Nene, a cornerstone of RHOA's early seasons. "Nene and I were fire and gasoline. We ignited each other, for better and worse, and looking back, maybe we both needed that to grow." When asked if a reconciliation was possible, Kim didn't flinch. "I'll never say never," she said. "Nene and I have history, deep history, and even though we've had our ups and downs, and God knows there have been downs, I still have respect for the woman she is. We're both fighters." The podcast episode ended with a surprise. A message from Andy Cohen himself. "Kim," his voice boomed through the studio speakers, "you've always been unapologetically you. The wigs, the wine, the wild rides, we love it all. But what people don't always see is the heart underneath. Thanks for being part of the chaos and the magic of Housewives."